Alright, now, for real. Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier, Episode 2. Let's see it. I'm really kind of hoping that the strength that it expects of me is back to lower levels, if I could do this at any point. And First Soldier Episode 1 there was kind of its own self-contained story, so I assume this will be doing its own thing too. Then maybe gameplay-wise they have an excuse to bring the recommended level back down. Who knows?
この土地には正体不明の不気味な力がある。その正体を突き止めるまでは調査が終わったとは言えない。
行方不明のソルジャーたちは俺の同僚で先輩で友人です。何が何でも彼らをミッドガルへ連れて帰りたいと思っています。
俺たちは育った世界が違う。理解できる日は永遠になさそうだ。
セフィロスがあの刀を手にすれば世界が変わる気がするもの。
世界が変わる？たとえ相手が誰であれ、それがお前を動揺させるなら断ち切れ。決着をつけろ。セフィロス、起きろ。そろそろ現場に到着だ。少し話さないか？俺はアンジールヒューレ。ソルジャーとしては駆け出しだが、年はお前と変わらないはずだ。おい、嘘だろ。
1992年、これは私の一世一代の大仕事。世界の歴史が変わる瞬間の記録である。
So it looks like this one is going to mainly center around Sephiroth and Angeal then. Think I look older than 16? Give it 20 years, then you'll be asking me how I kept my youthful glow. Am I not clicked on the game? Oh, here we go. I did a little bit of volume adjustment on OBS, I guess that's why. I was born in Benora. Even if you don't know the place, I'm sure you've heard of Benora Whites. Some people call them dumb apples. You've had one before, right? Guess not. Figured out why I was made squad leader over our young hero here. It's because even though you're a soldier without equal, a leader you are not. Is that what you do? Like a sour face and expect everyone else to keep a wide berth? You think it'll work on me? I bet you've never even been reprimanded. You're just a punk cyborg kid, but I'll accept that the higher-ups appointed you, the great hero, as our new leader. That said, if you whistle around us up again, I'll kick your ass. Well, I'm up for this challenge. Showing that he has indeed been reprimanded. And when he was the one in the position of authority. Complete the new leader, 2 soldiers. I'll use the story party for a little while. Looks like it does put the level back down again. Hell yeah. But if I'm using Angeal, I don't think I've done anything here yet. So let me really quickly make sure that Angeal has some stuff done. Because I know that even if I don't need it immediately, there's going to be a time where I need this. So let me really quickly do this for Angeal. So yeah, younger Angeal. I guess maybe this will be the origin story of how Angeal and Sephiroth became friends. Will Genesis be included in that too, I wonder? Is he gonna be in this story in some way? We get the trio of those guys that all become BFFs by the end here or something. Oh, I gotta remember the limit break stuff here. Here, deliver Angeal's memory. Deliver 10,000 gil. I have so much of that. I did have 2 mil, but I spent 500,000 on raising the level cap of that one 5-star weapon from 120 to 130. It was a big ask, that final 10 level, so I assumed the level cap used to be 120 in this game, but they later raised it to 130 with, like, a whole bunch of really expensive materials, maybe. Yeah, the more and more I think about the difference between the 2-year anniversary ones and the... Here, do that. This doesn't bring me right to the thing, but whatever. I forget what I was saying now. I have forgotten. Oh well. Oop. This all seems important. There's a chance it'll come back to me later. Or maybe it won't. Add Astra, all missions complete, so I can get that one limit break now. Yeah, it seems kind of weird to call it a mission. Just be like, yeah, just level up the prior thing. And with the whole timer thing that I don't understand. Like, what's the deal with that? Okay, unlock all the stuff. Cerat Arborus, or whatever the heck. Level up. Do this. All the things. Lots of strength for our man Angeal. Oop. Oh yeah, I guess it was just that I was saying that I'm starting to wonder how worth it was to raise that one weapon to level 130 instead of one of the holiday ones. When the holiday ones seem as busted as they are. Not the holiday ones, the 2-year anniversary ones. Holiday stuff on the mind. Unlock this limit break. So that's a supportive one, I guess. Okay. Well, let's see here. So I can only get up to here because you have to be level 45 for that first. So yeah, do this. It'll save a whole bunch of time. Do the story party until it gets to a point where I have to do the free party. Who knows? Maybe the level requirements on this will be going up a whole lot faster than the last one because there will be the assumption that you played episode 1 before 2. Who knows? Do all this. Lots and lots of nodes. There we go. Sweet. Alright, now let's keep on going with First Soldier episode 2 here. Is what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm already selected on that. I'm going crazy. 2 soldiers. Sephiroth and Angeal. BFFs. Alright, let's see it. Party info does not exist. Yeah, so this... Did it? Okay, it already has some stuff on there. Volcanic Swing and Fortress Guard are your things here. Physical defense is increased. All allies. Also, Magic Heal is cast for just a little smidge. Physical attack is increased when your own HP is 70% or more. Okay. That's his default limit break there, which is, I mean, I haven't even seen this one yet. Yeah, I gotta do these at some point. That would probably help my strength a decent bit. Alright, sure, let's see it. So he's gonna use other swords. Leave the Buster Sword untouched despite it being on his back there. Because he doesn't want to bring about wear, tear, and rust. And all that. It was September 1992. What year does Final Fantasy VII take place? 1997? Sephiroth and Angeal had landed at the ruins of Robio, located on the southern tip of Wutai. The young soldiers were on a search and rescue mission. Their objective was to track down their 4 missing comrades. A little bit of desynced sound there, felt like to me. This is Russ Backman of Shinra's Records and Archives Division. At the time, my title was Chief. Stop that. Sorry, but it's my job. I'm here to film the Agar Forbidden Zone in Robio and catch you two in action. Especially you. Some kind of promotional video? Probably. That's for PR to decide. Let's get to it then. So, Sephiroth, tell me a bit about your aspirations. Say something bold. Inspire me. The missing soldiers are my partners, my mentors, my friends. I'll get them back to Midgar, whatever it takes. Nothing's more important to us than that. We understand each other. Of course, we're all professionals here, and pros don't step on each other's toes. We're looking for 4 missing soldiers, with no distress signals to follow. We have to do this the hard way. Alright, we're rolling. Yeah, so a bit of a different story with this one here. Showing a smidge later in Sephiroth's life. Time to show off your stuff, Sephiroth. Wow me! And I guess he became a bit more secluded by this point. Not quite as eager to socialize by now. Oh, I guess Sephiroth canonically does not help out here then. It's just Angeal doing his thing. Okay, there's his full model if anyone wants to see on the victory screen. What? So you get Tempest as part of doing this mission, I guess. Okay. Okay. What was that? Why didn't you fight? You had it handled. What? I know you soldiers are all about efficiency, but you have to give me something to work with. PR wants footage of the legendary Sephiroth in action. I'm here to get it for them. Like I said, we're all pros here. Let's help each other do our jobs, eh? I never heard anything about being filmed. That's because you don't come to the briefings. Silk all you want. You won't get rid of me. I guess Angeal does eventually break through to him, knowing Crisis Core. Because they become buds and all that. Alright, footage of a hero. Let's get that footage. How about? Yeah, definitely a very different atmosphere with episode 2, huh? The people of Wutai call this place the Gara Forbidden Zone. They don't dare to set foot within its borders. That's why the top brass figure they must be hiding something. Something big. So naturally, they sent a squad of soldiers to investigate. Some of our finest, according to records. And every one of them went missing. No distress signals, no trace, nothing. So what's up with that, huh? If you've seen one ruined village, you've seen them all. No one's been here for a long time. What the hell is going on with my throat? That sounds like a good excuse for water, I think. I really struggle to tell people no sometimes when I'm, someone's asking me for help, what with, like, getting snow off the roof earlier today. And me trying to say that, hey, I think this is about all I can do, and trying to explain what I think is the best course of action there. When I was so cold and my feet were so numb. I was stuttering on my words. It felt like the cold was, like, slowing down my speech and making me struggle to speak. I'd never felt that before. So, just thinking about other stuff with my throat here today. The scars hint at what happened. Destruction like this takes a monstrous power. What do you think, Sephiroth? Search for the missing soldiers. Don't get in the way of your filming. It's not my job to think of anything else. You're missing out. What do you mean? A new experience is never a waste of time. You'll learn a lot more if you stop treating everything as a job. I don't agree. Oh yeah? That convinced me otherwise. Ha! Man, I can't believe this footage. I wish I could be there to see it when PR starts tearing their hair out. Unlocking character stream nodes. Yeah, that's been something important for me to do here. The first of the missing. Yep, keep up the story party here. So what did it put on here, huh? No. Dang it. Wish I could just, like, easily pull, like, some sort of preset or something like that. Here, the sand splitter. There we go. That should be good. And Gilles, everything should be good on, I guess. Probably. I don't know. Probably okay. Let's do it. Let's do the thing. How about? Over there. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be shoveling snow at like 4 or 5 different places. We're up, Sephiroth. Let's clear them out before he gets eaten. I guess I already did here today, as long as it's not... As long as it doesn't re-snow there, you're dealing with us now. Yep, that's gonna be real fast there. Gotta finish off at my almost place. I started earlier today, but then, you know, a whole bunch of stuff came up with the neighbor that occupied me for the rest of the time. I was like, I'll just do the rest of my almost tomorrow. Didn't want to do any more with my super wet shoes. Plus, super warm tomorrow. I didn't plan on going to my almost tomorrow anyway, so it works out. So here, potentially, my almost place, my cousin's place, my uncle's place. Lots and lots of snow to shovel tomorrow. So, definitely be getting my workout in. No doubt of that. It's Marco Morse. He's been dead for more than 3 days by the looks of it. These wounds are something else. My mic a little closer here. We didn't even have a chance to save him. Did you know him? Stay, Mike. Darn you. I told you before, every soldier is my ally, my friend. If he's dead, why does he have a very subtle idle animation with a little bit of movement that looks like breathing? Yeah. Like I've said before, this game is not exactly super fleshed out in my opinion. I'll bring his body in later. First, we have to locate the others ASAP. We'll be back soon. I promise. Looking over at the volume, I'm wondering if I turn it down too much. During times where the game is loud, it looks like it comes really close to the level of my speaking volume. I don't want it to become difficult to hear me over the game. I am so glad that it started back at like low level again. I'm so thankful for that. If it had resumed from like level 40s, 50s there, I would have been like, alright, I'm doing episode 1. Episode 2 isn't happening. But if they're each like this, then maybe episode 2 is happening as well. I might have my first ever start to finish gacha game playthrough instead of quitting somewhere along the way. How crazy would that be? I've never seen anything like the soil here. It's fine as ash, but glitters like glass. I bet it has something to do with why they call this place the Forbidden Zone. We'll find the survey crew. We'll find our answers. But we have to hurry. Did that say we find the survey crew will find our answers? Did I misread that as will? I'm now realizing. Because we find the survey crew will find our answers, I'm realizing in hindsight makes a bit more sense. So yeah, I'm mainly playing as Angel for this one. Another one. Another one. Another water break for me. This used to be on my desk at work for a long time at my last job. But, you know, ever since everything was brought home from my old workplace, I just kind of have all my old work desk stuff here. Even though I have a work desk now at like my current job, I could always bring it out there. But, you know, the sinks there don't go super deep in. I don't think I'd be able to refill this water bottle from the sink, unlike at my last job. Anima sent me this many years ago. This water bottle. So I've kind of started using it down here. It holds a little bit more volume than my regular black glass water bottle. But I do have that here, and I just stay a little bit better stocked up on water instead of running out pretty regularly like I would with that. Radam Fawn, a P-model soldier. He's been dead for days, too. Damn, he's not much older than us. That reminds me. Hey, Sephiroth, you knew Lucia, right? She was in charge of training the P-models. She and her friends, Glenn and Matt, assaulted one of the engineers on their mission and fled. I haven't seen them since. But you were with them, right? What were they like? Talking to the three of you. This must be what it's like to have fun. I think I'm enjoying it. We never talked about personal matters. They were just another squad I was assigned to. I bet they loved you. Who wouldn't? Those traitors were so busy colluding with the enemy, they didn't see the hero in their midst. It's better you didn't get mixed up with those idiots. Probably a good thing Sephiroth concealed his real feelings about them then. Okay, let's keep on moving here. We've got places to be over this way. With some more encounters along the way. That's fine. Yeah, do the story party for as long as we can. If you don't want to bring about wear, tear, and rust, then why bring the sword in the first place if you got this other one? Unless the Buster Sword is just really, really good and you pull it out for emergencies. I mean, in Crisis Core, he just, like, fought with his fists and then only used his sword when he really needed to. Memory serves here. I don't think he had a backup sword, but I don't know how much we really saw him fight. So, I don't know. But they had to have, like, some sort of weapons that you could give Angeal, and it's iconic for him to have, like, the Buster Sword on his back, so... Makes sense that they'd take this direction with the game. Eh. Oh, I am going the right way. I was worried this would just loop back to where I was before. Angeal Hewley. You probably already know this, but I'll say it just in case. Even among soldiers, I'm a special case. I'm the only one who can speak freely to Professor Hojo, whose research is devoted to expanding our limits. So even though we might be working together now, we'll never be friends. Didn't expect that. Happy to get that off your chest. I can see being around the professor so much did wonders for his personality. Don't let anyone hear you say that, Angeal. But off the record, I agree. On we go. Keep on schmoving here. Ah, aye. This way I keep on going. This is the only way I can go. Well, now there's multiple ways. I choose the right way. My throat is feeling off again. Yeah, I do definitely wonder if the random encounters are random in this, or how the heck it works. I don't really feel like wandering around seeing if it procs another encounter for the sake of finding out. I think I'll pass on that. One of them did a thing that just stopped, like, elemental attacks or something. Is that why those two specific ones were sealed? It doesn't exactly seem like it gives us a massive ton of EXP anyway. Here, I'll take this if I'm here anyway. I've been skipping a lot of the chests when I was playing Final Fantasy VII and Crisis Core just for the sake of EXP there. Also, I only got up to the point that I could in Final Fantasy VII and Crisis Core with, like, story party. I could probably make further progress if I need to gain more levels using free party mode. It said shooter. He's just as bad as the others. Sephiroth, take care of those. You do it. I'm gonna watch over Ed. Something tells me protecting a dead body is below your pay grade. But I assume we're still just battling together here. Nope.
殲滅します。
Just Sephiroth on his own. Well, he can deal with it. I don't think he really has any issues here. Yeah, he's good. Just a single foe. I'll bring him back. Only one more left. I'll call the chopper. Something gonna go wrong and keep us trapped here or something? Or else it's gonna be a pretty short story. What is it? Unless this is just like set up to plot taking place somewhere else. Like with that initial island that with episode 1. And most of the plot took place on the main island. These wounds were made by a blade. Is that so? The same as those on Marco and Rada. What's up? It's highly likely that a person killed these men. These cuts were done by a blade, not claws. You don't think a ninja did this, do you? It's a possibility. Let us know if you catch anything else, Sephiroth. Just a simple exchange of intel. You can manage that, right? Alright. Then something's headed our way. Right now. Oh, that's my cue. I don't see anything. Above us. The music's getting crazy. Maybe I will just adjust it again. Well, the sound effects get close to my speaking volume, but maybe that's okay. I don't know. Something like this. Soundtrack of this game is pretty good, man. One more down. Sure, that looks good visually by audio levels. At least, I don't know. See? Exchanging intel isn't so bad, is it? But you knew it was coming as much as I did. Still, it's important to communicate these things, especially when it's not just us two. What did I just say? Come on, we have one more to find. Alright, but I guess the exploration sequence is all done. The threat. Oh, please wait for future updates in order to play additional chapters. Yeah, all the content is out at this point. I don't know why it just tells me that. Great time to do a playthrough of this game since, like, I can do the full story start to finish right now instead of having to wait however long. Because the game's been out for has been out for over 2 years now. And as I understand it, the final chapter for this, like the final part of episode 2, just came out like a couple months ago, something like that. How bad the other 3 were, I don't think our last target has very good odds. They won't give up without a fight. So, Sephiroth, Angeal says that all soldiers are his friends, even those he hasn't met. But for you, it seems to be more of an out-of-sight, out-of-mind deal. I actually wonder how most other soldiers feel. Like me. We might be the best of the best, but teamwork is our bread and butter. Time together strengthens our bonds, and those bonds make us more effective in battle. Enough talk. We have work to do. More dudes. Because that's kind of how it goes. I have no idea what the heck you said. Yeah, we're kind of destroying things here. I should see what your other weapon looks like. Angeal. Decide if I want to swap it onto the primary slot. If it looks cooler. Because I'll go with whatever looks cooler. And if the other one looks cooler, I may as well swap out weapons. Okay. I guess soldiers are as fierce as they say. Who needs tactics or teamwork when brute strength gets the job done? They say one soldier is equal to a whole squad. But when we work together, the job gets done quicker and with fewer casualties. Isn't that right, Sephiroth? I've had my eyes on you for a while. Always wanted to work with you. How about this? I won't ask for the luxury of friendship. I just want a little bit of camaraderie from you. Camaraderie? I'm just a weapon. An artificial machine of massacre. False hero propped up to make Shinra look good. Who needs a comrade like that? I do. So I'll keep talking to you, even if you keep making that face. You're a weapon? A machine? That's alright with me. But you know what? That's exactly why we soldiers have to foster our humanity. And we can only do that by building bonds with each other. All of that is a hindrance on the battlefield. Just stay out of my way.